Hello, princesses, and welcome back to Not Fit for Print Beauty with me, Rebecca. Today we are going to take a look at a brand new product by Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is an interesting one, and I got so much to say. We are going to look at the new Norvina Chroma Stix. Now, I am going to do a demo, and right here, I'm going to show you the time that demo starts, because before we get into the demo, I have so many things to talk about, you guys, with these, and I personally think it's all important stuff, but if you needed to skip to the demo, again, there's the time it starts. Okay. These sticks, let's talk about them. So there are 16 shades, and I'm going to put up there a little arm, their arm swatches. I'm going to do some too, but their arm swatches to show you just the array of colors these 16 shades are. It really is like a rainbow. They're $18 each, but what's really cool is if you buy two, they'll give it to you for $25, and if you buy three, they'll give it to you for $36. If you were to buy six, let's say you're a professional makeup artist and you bought six for your kit, it would be $65. So basically, I think that's what it was, something like that. But basically, guys, you do get a little bit of money off as you purchase them. So what are these, Rebecca? Are these eyeliners? No, they're kind of an everything stick. And in that sense, they're not that much different than things we've seen from other makeup brands. I agree. I'll tell you why I think these are cool. They're 8 hours of wear. Oh, okay, that's that's kind of cool. They twist up and kind of are self-sharpening. And you can layer them, you can wear them with shadow, you can do an ombre effect, you can line with them, you could use them on your lips, on your cheeks. They're just kind of an everything pencil. The weird thing I found is when these went on sale, I'm not always around immediately to purchase something right when it goes up for sale. Who is? But for this product actually was, and I was very curious to see that when they went on sale, and I think it was like a VIP app thing, so I beat most of the country in the US and getting online happened to for these. And the green was already gone, and one of the burgundies, and I think one other shade, and it's still gone. I called the lovely people over at Anastasia Beverly Hills, and they're like, hey, our products go fast. And that may be so. I found that a bit perplexing. I mean, hey, those are the coolest shades, right? The kind of the emerald or Everest green and that beautiful burgundy shade. So it is certainly quite possible. But if you could let me know in the comments below if you purchased these and got those shades, because they have been gone. And at time of filming, they are still gone. And I find it a little funny that they just went, like, before it opened to the it's possible. It's possible. But I don't really think that Anastasia Beverly Hills has had that kind of craziness for a few years now. These are cool products. No shade. I'm just saying I found that odd. So let me know. Okay, the big thing that I really wanted to talk about, and guys, this is super duper duper important. I have been seeing this come up over and over again in my comments lately. The furor about this died down a few years ago, but it's coming back up again, so it's time to revisit this topic, and that is warning signs. You've seen them on so many brands that say not safe for use around the immediate eye area, not safe for use around the lip area. I've seen these, you guys, it's everywhere. These warnings are on Urban Decay. I've seen them on Jeffree Star, ColourPop, actually Hindash. We love Hindash. His was a pressed pigment and had those warnings. When I reviewed the Anastasia Primrose Palette, this little guy right here, that is on the website, and I noticed all sorts of chat in my comment section saying, how dare they sell us a product really meant for use on the eyes that in the same breath they say is not safe to use on the eyes. People were really upset about this. So there is a prominent warning on these Norvina Chroma Stix. It is all over the website, and I want to tell you why and talk about why this is. If you already know this, please, I'm not talking down to you, but I'm seeing it come up more and more, so it's out there. Okay, and the funniest thing is that this pastel pink shade actually is on the website as not safe for use on the eyes or lips. So if we took that at face value, it would mean that you could draw a big white pink circle or maybe right on your friend's shoulder or something with it. Not safe for use in the eyes or lips. What are you supposed to do with a pink pencil? Okay, so let's talk about what this warning is and where it comes from. We started seeing this years and years ago in the United States when those neon and bright eye shades were coming out, right? And it is an FDA warning. If you're not in America, the FDA is our Food and Drug Administration, and they are the governing body of everything that you put on or in your body. And the FDA regulates cosmetics brands. I'm not trying to be boring here, but they do regulate it with an iron fist, and it is for our own good. The FDA is a very, I mean, you know, they are prestigious, they are real, this isn't gimmicky. So what does this mean? Well, we have to back up. If you look at warnings on cigarette packages or alcohol packages about drinking during pregnancy, not only does the FDA give you a warning, it also tells you what happens, right? So it will say smoking is known to cause lung cancer. Drinking while pregnant is known to cause fetal this and that and the other syndrome. Okay. Unfortunately, on cosmetics, when we see these warnings, and we see it in a lot of products, especially bright colors, the FDA doesn't tell us what it does. It just says not safe for use around the immediate eye area, and people panic. And like we saw with the Primrose palette, people think they're being taken advantage of and their money taken. So, the only way I could compare this is, you know, Oreo cookies. Do you eat Oreo cookies? They're delicious. The other day, I knew I was going to be filming this video, so in the grocery store, I grabbed a package of Oreos and looked on the back for the serving size. The serving size is 3 Oreos. I figured it would be 2. I was actually surprised, but it's 3 Oreos. And how many of you, some of you are very disciplined, and I commend you, but how many of you have ever eaten 4 Oreos, and are you still sitting here watching this video? Is eating 4 Oreos in one sitting healthy? I suppose not. It's fun, but it's probably not the best for your health. I mean, let's face it, Oreo is not a food group, unfortunately. So nothing's going to happen to you, but it's not really recommended. What the FDA is saying about these bright shades a lot of the times is that they can stain the skin. Not forever, but you know, you guys, I do this all day long. And there's a lot of times that after I take off my makeup, I'll catch myself in the mirror and my eyelid is a little bit darker, and I think, is my eyelid kind of brown? And basically it's stained by some sort of a pressed pigment that I use. It comes off by the next day. You can panic about it if you want, and you have every right to do so. And hey, the FDA has certainly warned you that it can happen. Also, could it cause eye irritation? I have been playing with, for instance, these and wearing these shades in different palettes by, like I said, Urban Decay, ColourPop, and Dash. I have never had any trouble with it. But if you have overly sensitive eyes and want to test a little bit on a corner on a day you're not wearing eye makeup and keep a close watch on it, you are welcome to do so. Yes, it's use at your own risk. Do I find the risk huge? No, but you need to make your own decisions. The FDA just wants to warn you. So why does Anastasia Beverly Hills have this in huge letters everywhere on their website? Well, they are a huge brand and they just wanted to pass it along to you. They do not want to fly under any radar. They want to be perfectly above board. These have not been tested and seen as safe depending on the shade. On the Anastasia Beverly Hills website, there is an asterisk next to the ones that aren't deemed safe immediate eye area, and there's a double asterisk next to the ones that are not deemed safe in the immediate lip area. And like I said, this pink shade hilariously isn't safe on, on either. I've used it on both. I'm fine, but you need to make your own decision. I'm sorry that was a little bit long, but that really does seem to be coming up a lot, and I wanted to explain it. Okay, the shades that I picked up, because they didn't have the ones I wanted, I picked up Deep Blue, which I'm really happy with, Violet, which I'm really happy with, and Pastel Pink, and I'm going to show those to you right now. Once you get these on, they do not budge. They are pretty cool product. Here is the Deep Blue. Isn't that lovely? It's almost like a black blue. Wait till you see this Violet. I thought this would be too bright, but this Violet shade is actually quite lovely. These aren't going to go anywhere pretty soon. These are going to be on my hands for a while. And here is the pink shade, which I actually hoped to be a little bit pinker. It's very, very pale, almost white. I don't know how that's playing on camera. But it makes a great base. Remember, you can do ombre shades with this, and it makes a great liner if you want to put something over it. You can put cream shadows over this, powder shadows over it. Basically, we are going to do this look that I have on right here, which is a very subtle look, where I almost turn them into a liner and a almost an eyeshadow powdered look, really. So I'm going to come back and show those to you now. Thank you for indulging me. I just wanted to spread the word a little bit on the info with the the Food and Drug Administration info, just so you're not frightened. I really don't think you're buying anything scary, but you can judge for yourself. Let's go now to me with no eye makeup on. I'm going to just be Danger Rebecca using this pink shade everywhere. Woo! And see what you think, and I can't wait to hear your thoughts. Stay right there. Okay, before we start, I'm going to use these on the eyes, as I did not get a shade that was really a lip shade. This pink one might seem it, but on the lips it's just white or concealer, unless you're going to layer it with something. It's not really an immediate lip shade, and certainly not a cheek shade, but we'll use it on the eyes. And because we have a purple and a dark blue, they're obviously eye colors unless you're doing a Halloween look or something, which is possible, but we're not today. So a few things that I did in order to prepare to do this look with as little issues as possible. We have a pencil that is essentially, these are great, by the way, like eyeliners, if you need some new eyeliners, but they're more than that, of course. If you are going to move the product around before it sets, two things we need to know. Number one eye at a time. If you go here and put a little on and then go over here, that's going to set while you're over here. It's a no-no. You guys know this. Just putting it out there. The second thing is that to move these around with the most efficient way would be either the finger, which I know you guys hate, or a brush that is kind of stiff. These are Sonia and Refer. This one is a fusion brush, so it has a little synthetic, and it works really well. It's nice and dense. Here's a goat's hair that's nice and dense, and a nice dense Refer number 2, which is also undyed goat's hair. Those, you know, it's just going to move it around, and you've got to work quickly. That's what I wanted to say. The other thing is, since we were talking about the Primrose palette, I did just kind of prep my eyes by using this honey shade right here, if my palette won't fall on me here, this honey shade right here, just all over the lid, just to kind of prime it. And of course the powder helps the product move around a little bit as well. Whereas if you put it on right onto bare eyelid, it will just kind of soak in a little bit more and not move around quite as much. All right. So let's see what we can do here. The first thing I'm going to do is I think I'm going to take this blue pencil right here, and as I told you, they self-sharpen, and I'm going to do a very messy line here on my eyelid. And the reason I'm going to do it really messy is I kind of want to immediately take a brush and kind of smear it. Plus, messy is definitely right up my alley, as you guys know. So I'm going to move my thing in and hunch over here, and just do a very kind of messy, sketchy. I am not doing any sort of a flick at the end, as that is not my favorite look, and I can never make them match. And then quickly, I'm just going to take this and just kind of smear it in a little bit. This is very, very, very light and gentle. And then I'm going to go underneath, barely stretching the eyelid. Don't worry, guys. And I just kind of made a line, and I'm going to do a kind of a messier line there, and not move it either. Let me zoom you in. Okay, so right now we just have a line. This is a great liner if you're looking for a liner. Now let's take the purple and just, this is a really pretty shade of purple. It's actually a very flattering shade. And if you've been with my channel long, you know that I'm generally not a huge fan of purple, but this really works really well. So I'm going to be prepared with my brush because I don't want this to stay. Once these sit, they stay. In fact, I'm filming a few videos today, and getting this off is going to be a challenge. You can do it with an oil-based product first and follow up with a second cleanse, but it doesn't like to come off once it's on. These have been on my hand. I don't know if I can zoom in and show you that, since I was playing with them yesterday, and they don't like to come off. So what I'm going to do is just kind of put this in the corner here, because that's the whole idea, is to darken the corner and then very, very quickly blend. The powder is helping it blend, and the density of the brush. Whether the brush is, and I'm going to do this a little more here in a little bit of a V. Again, I'm doing it very messy, but you want to, if I went to the other side now to work on it first, we would have a mess that would be kind of set. So again, just deepening the outside there, and as long, I'm making it sound like horrifying. It isn't at all. I just want to stress that you do want to work quickly, and therefore you can be less precise, if you're me. And I'm going to also go in and take that blue, which is, we're getting kind of a fun look here, and take that blue. I'm going to do the other eye off camera because you don't need to see two, and go in a little bit darker with the line. And I really like this blue and purple together. I think they're kind of fun. And then just kind of smear it. What am I going to do with the pink, you ask? Well, now I'm just kind of trying to blend these together for a look. And the pink, of course, is an ideal thing for the center and for underneath the eye. Just to bring a little bit more light. I can also take this pink, as long as I work quickly, put it in the center there, and just kind of blend it in to give a little bit more just kind of life to the eye. All right, what I'm going to do now is the second eye, the exact same way, I hope. And then I'm going to put on some mascara, and we're going to talk about my thoughts on these products. Stay right there. Okay, we're back. All I did was add a little bit of mascara. That's it. I could have, of course, complemented the look with eyeshadow, but that's not what this video is about, but I certainly could have done that. And if you notice, before I get into who needs this product, if you notice, and I close my eyes, it really just looks like I did a very light, gentle application of eyeshadow, just an eyeshadow look, but it's not going anywhere. Well, I mean, I could go for a 10-mile run. I'm not going to do that, but I could, and I would collapse long before this eye makeup went anywhere. So it's like a kind of an indelible eyeshadow. It does come off with a double cleansing process, or, you know, your eye makeup remover. I like the Bifacil eye makeup remover. Whatever it is that you use, it will come off. I'm not trying to be frightening, but I'm saying it's there, it's sticking. So who needs this product? Certainly makeup artists, and that would speak to the fact that maybe those shades did go really quickly. Who else? You want a nice eyeshadow base that's not going anywhere. Let's say you have a beautiful shadow. Let's say you have a cream shadow that you're afraid will crease or move. You could take one of these, even this pink one, which is kind of a pinky white color, and do your entire lid, smooth it all out, and then put a shade over it like a cream shadow. Gorgeous. And you'll have more staying power, excuse me. Plus the shades that this comes in are electric and amazing. Thus the warning about use around the eyes. I have sensitive eyes, as I said. It hasn't affected me, but I did want to explain it. So these are quite useful little creatures, whether you are a professional makeup artist or just using them at home on your own. Think of them for durability. Also, to be frank, it's silly to use these just as an eyeliner, but they're amazing. They're self-sharpening, the colors are wonderful, and they don't budge. So if you have trouble getting your eyeliner to stay on all day, these would be another great idea. And they do sell them. And, you know, there is a black shade. I didn't purchase that, but there is. And some of the shades could probably, the burgundy, line your lips. That would be beautiful, but that one wasn't available for me to buy, arg. But I probably will pick that up if and when it becomes available. That would be a great lip liner, and you know it isn't going anywhere. So these have a lot of potential and a lot of things you can do with them. And I do encourage you to check out one, although when you buy more, you do save more, which is an interesting concept too. So let me know what your thoughts are on this. Were these kind of on your radar, or did they seem that they weren't going to be critical to your makeup collection? I'm really curious to hear your thoughts, and if you're a working makeup artist, are these critical for your kit? I would love to know as well. So leave those comments below. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I sure hope that you did. And if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. I will see you all in the next video. Bye-bye.